You can make a game with only 8 types of blocks and no redstone. There is no catch to this. The game is a puzzle slash resource management game. And I will admit, I did lie a little bit in that the game only needs 3 blocks to function. The whole premise of the game is ridiculously simple. Cushions can be placed on these blocks, but they cannot be placed on these blocks. The only rule of this game is you cannot shift ever, because you will always be on a cushion, and if you ever dismount the cushion, you lose the game, you immediately forfeit. So when you're on the cushion, you cannot place blocks here, but you can place them on like any other block. You also can't break anything, but I think that's a bit of a given. The whole point of the game is to get from the red cushion to the green cushion with as little cushions as you possibly can. Now that may sound pretty simple, but there are quite a few interesting blocks that add a few interesting mechanics to this game. And I'll go over each one and then I'll show you a run through of the game and its multiple paths that I've made for the level behind me. When you're mounted on a cushion like this, you have 5 options. You can go here, 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 or here. You can place them on these 3, but you will be too far away to sit on it. As you can see, you can place one here, you can go over here, etc., etc. These note blocks don't have to be note blocks. They could be crafting tables, they can be furnaces, they could be anything. It just has to be a block that's interactable with right click. I chose note blocks because note blocks do not open a UI when you accidentally click on it, which would probably get really annoying. So keep that in mind. The first block of interest is the blockade, which is just a daylight sensor or any other interactable block. And all this does is it prevents you from placing a cushion here and getting to the other side. Probably the least interesting of all the mechanics in this game. Now, blocks have 2 uses. One of them is obviously placing blocks like this, and the other one I will explain with the next item. Do note that if you do go up blocks like this, you really don't have that much of an advantage unless, obviously, your ending point is like high up. The next item, which is one of the items that you can actually collect in this game, are carpets. There are a few interesting mechanics with placing these cushions down. One of them is that it can be placed on top of any surface as long as it's placed on the ground. So you cannot place it on this note block by clicking this terracotta, but you could maybe place it on a carpet. And that's the whole purpose of the carpets. If there is a barrier in your way, you can place the carpet on the wall and then you can place a cushion on the carpet. As otherwise, you would not be able to do this with a cushion normally. So this basically just acts as like almost like a wall run in a way and allows you to get to the other side. Do note that placing a note block like this will also prevent you from placing carpet in this area. So if you want to block off people from using carpet on specific pillars, that is how you do so. Yeah, cherry shelf. Looking onwards, it is just a wall. It's just a wall if you look at it from this way, but if you go to the side, you can see that you can actually access it if you approach it diagonally. Another interesting thing about shelves is that you can place cushions on top of them. So what you could do is if you're in a tight space, you can place one down here, and you can place one on top of it, and now you're on top of this shelf, and then you can go on top of this shelf, and you've gained a momentous amount of height that would really help you save some cushions in some situations. By the way, one more thing, you can place carpet on shelves. You can't have a game like this without a chest. Chests will have carpets and cushions. The thing about chests is that you can place a cushion inside of it, and this will basically allow you to bypass the chest like you would just with a normal block. And now for the final thing, mystery boxes. Now, mystery boxes can have a wide assortment of items from a high amount of carpets to a high amount of cushions, or it could have nothing. The alternative to opening a mystery box is you have access to an exclusive cushion that, once displaced, cannot be replaced in any means. As you can see, using this cushion can get you up to here, but if you open up the shulker box, which, oh no, it has nothing inside of it, this cushion is now gone, and you cannot place one on top of the shulker box again, so that means you cannot get back up there. You've effectively locked yourself out of a route. Now, with all this in mind, I have created a puzzle over here, and I just label it some generic stuff. Level X, bronze metal is 13 cushions used or more, silver is exactly 12, and gold is less than 8. So let me show you the silver route first with these 12 cushions. So to do this, we can see that this route probably has nothing of interest over there. There's no blocks blocking the way, so we can't really wall hop or whatever. So our best bet is to probably go forwards and try to clip past that shelf. And in that case, we can open this mystery box and get some free stuff, which is 3 cushions. And that is how you would get the bronze badge if you took these cushions and placed more of them than you were given. So yeah, we continue on and we see, oh yeah, we can go past this shelf. And so we go past the shelf, go this way, we go past this shelf. We take this, there is a carpet in here, which is very useful because now it allows us to reach this chest, which we can reach normally. And we place a cushion here. We place a cushion on this block here. And we can see if we place one more, then it allows us to reach this shelf. And this shelf seems like it will allow us to climb up to the very top. And now we are at the top, 12 cushions used. And now the interesting thing about this is that these puzzles can obviously be pretty optimized. As I saw while I was going by this actually, there seems to be an optimization I can make. If I reset this, which will take like literally 5 seconds, like all you do is collect the cushions and replace all this stuff, like this, place a pink cushion back up here because I didn't take any of those. What I can do is I can take these cushions, I can do this, like we did before, this, and we can go onto the chest, take this, and now we can place it here, take this, do the same thing we did before, place one here, one here, one here, one here, and we saved a cushion just like that. The thing about these levels is if they're well designed, you'll be able to do a lot of these optimizations yourself, and if they're even better designed, they'll have hidden shortcuts. Let me show you what this level's hidden shortcut is. I wonder if you guys can spot it from here. I'll give you a hint. It is something we did not interact with last time. If you didn't spot it, that is okay. I will go through the level with only 7 cushions. What we do is we go here, 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 and then we go up here. And then we place one on top of this. We place something here. And now we're basically at the top already. And one more, and that's it. That is 7 cushions used. That's pretty much the premise of the game. The hardest thing about this game is not resetting, not gathering the blocks, it's just the level design straight up. Like, it took me so much longer to design the levels than it would have theoretically taken me to collect all this stuff. And I know you guys might not like designing levels, which is totally fine, and that's why I'm saying for each like on this video, and I hope I do not regret this, I will make one level, and I will make a follow-up video with a download to all the levels that I have made. So if you guys want to try this out, you can just download that, play on 1.21.3 snapshot 3. One more thing though, I did discover there is a PvP mode you can do with this, which I find really funny. And if you line the entire field with shulker boxes and cushions on top, you can basically make a version of Spleef. And the whole premise of this game is to isolate your enemy or knock them off by opening the shulker boxes. Let's say I have 6 cushions left and they have 3, I would win because I have more space I can move by the time there is a stalemate. That's pretty much the end of the game, and it's pretty simple. Hope you found this inspiring in some way. And I will see you in the next one, where I promise I will actually do a cushion furniture hacks thing that I was promising last video. I just got so wrapped up in this concept when I found it that I had to wait. Like, surely there's other people who's already made these videos, so I was like, I need to be the first one to make this very simple 8-block game. Anyways, yeah, see you in the next one. Bye-bye.